Meanwhile,
and we're back again, and we've got a little bit of vintage action going on here on the Mana Symbol channel. So we are moving on to our second deck of the night, a non-combo deck in the vintage format. Gasp, I know, but we're playing Sultai Midrange, which according to the cabal of Zoomers that I contacted through the Twitter, this deck is quite possibly the only reasonable fair deck, unless of course the 4-color deck is also reasonable. So what are we playing here in vintage? Well, we're playing a bunch of the crazy one-ofs on the restricted list. We're playing Mox Sapphire, Mox Jet, Mox Emerald, and Black Lotus. All the Moxes in our colors and a Black Lotus. We're playing 3 Wastelands. And then we've got 1 Git Probe, 1 Mental Misstep, 1 Ancestral Recall, 1 Brainstorm. We got 2 Flusterstorms, 1 Ponder, 3 Preordains. Now we've got 4 Deathrite Shamans for anyone who's not seen this card before because it has been banned from most formats. This is green or black for a 1/2. It says tap, exile target land from a graveyard, add 1 mana of any color. Then black, tap, exile target instant or sorcery from a graveyard. Each opponent loses 2 life. And green, tap, exile target creature card from a graveyard. You gain 2 life. The reason this card was banned in most formats is just it's way too good at literally everything. It gives you life gain against aggro decks. It gives you reach against mid-range and control decks. And it gives you mana against everything. And it's a 1/2 for 1 in green or black. It's ridiculous. We've got a Merchant Scroll. This searches our library for a blue instant card. We reveal that card and put it into our hand. That's mostly to get Ancestral Recall. If we don't have an Ancestral Recall anymore, we can get a Force of Will or a Force of Negation, a Gush. We've got 1 of Time Walk, 1 of Demonic Tutor. We've got a Collector Ouphe. This shuts off a lot of our opponent's artifacts. We do have our own artifacts it'll shut off, so we need to be careful. Same deal with Grafdigger's Cage, although we're not playing anything out of our graveyard, it looks, so we get to dodge that one. We've got 3 Tarmogoyfs, 3 Assassin's Trophies, so a medium beatdown creature, a medium answer for everything. We've got Leovold, Emissary of Trest, as a super hoser that goes with Narset, the other super hoser, and the Hullbreacher, the 3rd hoser. So all 3 of these are 1-of cards for 3 mana that hose our opponent's ability to draw cards. We've got an Oko Thief of Crowns, the greatest planeswalker of all time. We've got a Force of Negation, we've got a Gush, Force of Will, and Treasure Cruise. So just generally playing a sort of fair mid-rangey deck. I have no idea how this could possibly work. No, really, I mean it. I don't understand how we could do this, but I am excited to find out. In our sideboard, we got some Mindbreak traps, we got Ley Lines, we got Fatal Push, Surgical, Force of Vigor. So we're just trying to survive all the unfair nonsense that's out there. The Collector Ouphes perplex me a bit with the artifact mana that we're playing, but I feel like just like vintage, or just like legacy with playing Green Sun Zenith along with Gaddock Teague and or Thalia, it's just one of those things that you take it, and sometimes you get beat by your own card, but more likely you beat up your opponent by playing that card. So see how we do here. Yes, and in the words of my good friend,
Meanwhile,
boy Pasarath, if we die smug and self-righteous because we were the fair deck. My opponent may have won with a combo, but I would have won with a Tarmogoyf. And I don't know about everyone else, but I know that makes me feel better about my life. I know Terravor and Magnivore are in your top 2. And then is Lurgoyf your 3rd? Because for me, I mean, I think Goyf is my favorite Goyf, but Cognivore and Mordivore are way up there for me. Terravor, Magnivore, Detrivore, that's right. Of course it would be Detrivore. Is that the one that has Suspend? Detritivore, so Detritivore. It's a star. Okay, first knock. Star, not star +1. You can get the fuck out. Just Not mincing words over here. All right, gonna keep this. We're keeping this hand in Legacy. Holy crap. It's not a May. Listen, it's gonna be May by the time I get through with... Oh, Janky B. We played against this person before. Only Goyf is a star +1. Well, also Tarmogoyf. The two, if I can now have a idealist opinion, the two real Goyfs. So, you know, now I get to feel good about this one too. Right. Okay, so this player... Okay, my hand does not care about this card. So we're going to let that go. Does my deck care about this card? Only reasonably, right? And I do have ways to take it off the table. No, we're okay, Chalice. We're okay on Chalice. I know I'm right, Roy. So go get some coffee. I'll be here when you get back, don't worry. I'm not going nowhere. Hey, listen, you get your coffee. I'm gonna be here breaching their hulls, eh? Just a little stabby stab. Oh! Didn't want to see that one. My opponent cast nothing. You know what? You know what? I'm okay with you time walking yourself. You know what? This is fine. You know what? No, let me do you one better. Let me do you one better. Here. Tit for tat, nerd. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. This format is fun. I like this. Yay. I'm having fun. That's exactly the feeling, Larynx. Hey, Georgie boy. How you doing, friend? I can't believe I was the only person who voted to keep Uro in the modern format. I feel so betrayed by my faithless brothers and sisters. All right, I'm gonna jam this Hullbreacher because I really should start getting to the beatdown. Yeah, that is a card that finally Chalice hoses. However, I'm not gonna worry about it. Deathrite wouldn't really be that useful on this board anyway, I don't think. I mean, I guess it would let me hard cast my Force of Wills faster. What I'm really worried about them is just being like, oh, Dark Depths kill you. So they can mill me for 2 next turn, and the creatures in my deck that they could hit are reasonably devastating. Their shops, I don't think they play depths. I'm pretty sure they play depths. The last person we played against that was a shops-like deck. So this isn't really shops. We've been playing against these like weird shops, landy hybrid decks. As far as my understanding goes. Do I let the Helm resolve? Is it? Target opponent mills a card, then repeats this process until a creature card or X, then and you put one of them on the battlefield and his exchange can be 0. So they get a card no matter what size it is. So they could just get Leovold off of spending 1 mana. But other than Leovold, I guess there are Goyfs, there are Deathrite Shamans. Shaman, Goyf. Oh, Collector Ouphe. And Leovold. You know what? I think I'm going to let this resolve. I just feel like their deck has a lot more frightening threats. Alright, they can mill for 3 per turn. Alright, they can mill for 4 per turn. We're really hoping they flip Collector Ouphe with this. Yeah, they have to put a creature on the battlefield if they do it. So, really hoping they mill Collector Ouphe. Oof. On my side, we're hitting the big oof. Double Deathrite with that Chalice that I let resolve. All right. All right. It's a gamble. Hits Force of Will, Treasure Cruise, Scalding Tarn. Sure. You got it. Strip Mine. Okay. So if I go sack Misty, holding priority, sack Scalding Tarn, then we let the first one resolve. If they try to strip mine my land, we could fetch the other one and Gush in response. They did not try to. Okay. So get the UC. Cast Gush. Float the mana first. Blue, black, I guess. Yeah, I sequenced well. Roy, are you proud of me? Oh, I like the look of this. Helm me for 5 in response. Sure. They got a Deathrite Shaman. Sweet. Not a Leovold. Threat has been diffused. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. I don't know, Tarmogoyf? Oh, I fetched wrong there. Alright, they're going to be able to strip me off of my green. Yeah, I should have gotten the second drop. Alright. Hopefully we don't get horribly punished for this. We do have a very quick clock. Why did I think star +1, star +1? I don't know, man. Don't know why. Star +1. It's the classic stat line that Morrow hates. With his argument, if you don't have anything in the correct zone, just let it die. I'm like, no, it's way funnier. Oh, crap. Well, I found the Dark Depths. Yep. Now, does this deck have a way around that? No. No, not once it resolves. Once it resolves, we die. Well, shoot. I'm going to stay in for one more draw. Sure. I'm going to stay in for one more draw step just in case there's something I'm not thinking of. Oh, I guess if we had resolved the Deathrite Shaman earlier, we would have been able to gain a bunch of life by now. Well, and so no, Oko would work great because they just did that at sorcery speed. So you're right, we did have one. But we couldn't get it on the battlefield because we lost too much mana. Well, these cards seem good. I probably don't. All right, so Grafdigger's Cage seems bad. I guess I could take out a lot of my artifact mana. Yeah, it is good to know, though. Yeah, it's good to know. This feels like a really clean way to sideboard, almost too much so. It's a lot. Basically, this just means we really, really have to hit a Deathrite or... Removing fast mana seems super sketchy. Well, I agree with you, but at the same time, like, playing the fast mana with the Collector Ouphes also seems sketchy. Like, I guess the cards we're supposed to take out are Assassin's Trophy, but Assassin's Trophy gives us an out against Dark Depths. Maybe it's like Daze. Maybe it's like Daze, Hullbreacher, and Narset, because they probably don't play any cards that actually draw them cards. Daze looks weak. I think the Hullbreacher and the Narset are also not great. Although if I'm going to keep any of these cards, it probably should be Narset. because she digs me for like haymakers and really good removal. At this point, we're planning on winning the game with Collector Ouphes and Tarmogoyfs and Deathrite Shamans, which is about where we were before. Yeah, all right, we'll try it like this. I know Daze looks weak. I actually kind of want it just because it messes with their early turns, and the early turns can be so devastating. Well, this hand is super sketchy. Turn 1 3-ball just ends me. Yeah. There we go. I need that land. You just pitch Flusterstorm. I probably should have boarded out the Flusterstorms. Yeah, this is good. Nope. I didn't follow a single vintage streamer or player. Someone just said, hey, the Mana Traders event this month is vintage. And I said, okay. And they're like, are you going to play it? And I was like, I hadn't considered it. And then today I messaged some Zoomers on Twitter. Well, I tweeted at some Zoomers on Twitter who went into a little tweet storm of their own on like what is playable in this format. And I got some reasonable-ish sounding answers. So I decided to hop in. As suspected, the first deck I played being a combo deck seemed easier and stronger than playing this deck. I would like to be able to play this deck well enough. I don't know that I will be. Okay, so because they have the Thespian stage on turn 1, I'm just going to leave up my Assassin's Trophy here in case they go for a combo kill on turn 2, which is easily possible, and we need to have the Assassin's Trophy up. I hear Kevin Kron, Stephen Menendian, Randy the Ecstatic Guy, and Rich Shea appear influential. Rich Shea I've heard. Yeah, Rich Shea is the person that I've heard of out of those 4. Three ball. Yep. That's it? All right. That did not kill me. I'm not going to play this Brainstorm now because once again, I really would not like to lose to another Merit Lager. Merit Lager, the sweet, refreshing taste of Eldritch Horror. Merit Lager, for when you absolutely have to die. Merit Lager, the 2020. Goalless results. All right, what do you got? Wasteland. Thank you for the follow, Kaberb. 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 Kaberbs. All right, Underground Sea. 3 mana Brainstorm. Strongest of all Brainstorms. Well, more mana in the face of Wasteland isn't the worst thing I've ever heard. Okay. Okay. That's not good enough, opponent. Not yet. What's up, Blitz? All right. Oh, wonderful. So my assassin trophies currently cost 3. Sphere of Resistance adds 1. Trinisphere then checks to see if the cost is less than 3. The cost is 3, so Assassin's Trophy will cost me 3. The reason I didn't do anything with my mana there is I need to have an Assassin's Trophy up to defend myself from Dark Depths. Sure. More mana! Die! More mana! Urborg. Sure. Pass a turn. Just go for it. You'll be fine. What could I even have? Playing Sultai, it's a terrible color combination. Well, this is... It's getting difficult quickly. So, what if I blow 2 trophies on... What if I blow 2 trophies on getting this Dark Depths off the table? So that I can try to start playing this game. I think it's worth doing. They tipped the needle by playing the Helm. Oh no! Thespian stage becomes a copy of Dark Depths. No, I didn't see that coming. Wait. Yes, I did. Oh, woohoo! Do they have a basic? They do not. No kidding. It's because they're playing a good vintage deck. On the downside, this Golos is brickwalling my Tarmogoyf hard. Would you like to Wasteland me, opponent? They do. They do. Very well. Deathrite Shaman. Alright. Pass the turn. Now, we do have the ability to fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. So I can reset a trophy if I need to. What do the Doomsday piles play anyway? I mean, I could try to rattle off the deck at you, or you could look on my stream decker and look at the last deck list we played. Thanks for the follow, Sabathos. Sabathos. Shabathos. Build your own Planeswalker, exactly. So the Doomsday pile, Roy, is playing 4 Doomsday. It's playing 2 Thassa's Oracle. It's playing Demonic Consultation. It's playing Flusterstorm. Okay, good. Okay. Well, now there's a Worm Coil. But there's also Treasure Cruise, which I have to pay 3 for. That's probably okay. So, since I have to pay 3 for it anyway. And then, get rid of one of my trophies. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 9. Huh. Yeah, I'll get rid of Brainstorm. I'm more interested in having trophy in my graveyard right now. Yeah, that seems like that could be good. I have to deal with the Worm Coil still. Is that a green mana? If I play the Ouphe, I take myself off 1 mana, but I turn off their Helm. Then next upkeep, we fetch Mystic Sanctuary, kill their Worm Coil. And then we're in okay shape. Sort of. So Ouphe is not really cutting off a lot, but whatever. Cutting off the Helm is valuable. They can mill me for 3 in response, hopefully I don't hit. You go, girl. You mill those cards. Do you know if they play something like Rip? So the previous versions of these decks that we've run into... Shit, they milled my Oko. The previous versions of this deck that we've run into were playing Leyline of the Void. And they do have an Urborg in play. So they could cast it. But... now we've shut it off, so... they won't be winning that way. At least not until they remove my Collector Ouphe, which is not easy for them to do in a essentially mono-brown deck. So maybe we have a chance at this game. Maybe. Yeah, you're right. And I need a upkeep stop for that. Well, that's terrifying. If I trophy their Leyline, will it make my Tarmogoyf a 6/7? Yes. Yes, alright. Which means I can trade my Tarmogoyf for the A side of Worm Coil? My Mox is off, so I can't cast this Deathrite this turn without putting myself in grave danger. Danger! Will Robinson! Danger! Bring it on! Kill your ley line. He's big enough. All right, Goyfy, you're going in. Boop. Boop on the nose, Goyfy. Boop. Second shop. That is mildly terrifying. It's not really much more terrifying than what already was there, but... Oops. All right. No, I do want to play that Tarmogoyf. Thank you, deck. You knew just what I wanted. Here's my 7/8. There are many like it, but this one is mine. All right. All right. I would love to draw a Force of Vigor. You know why? Because I'm going to hardcast it. You heard me. I'll hardcast a Force of Vigor. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'll hardcast a Force of fucking Vigor. I don't even have a green card to pitch. Actually, I do. But I'll do it anyway. Am I taking 3? I'm taking 3. I got time. Actually, thanks to Deathrite, I can start pinging them. If I'd left the right mana open, it costs 5. Yes. No, I can pay for it, though. Okay, I can exile one instant right now. And we need to tap out. I don't mind tapping out for Force of Vigor right now. All I'd have to do is kill... all I want to do is kill the Trinisphere. Anything else I kill is, like, kosher. Think we play Narset here. And then we can use Deathrite to eat their Worm Coil. Suppose they could attack what? Oh, the sphere makes it cost 1 more. Do I still play that? Yeah, probably. It's like dig 4 and buy me a turn. Because they'll probably attack Narset with the worm token. That's a good one. I don't know what's getting me, but it's getting me the best one. Yeah, you can have her. Narset, you were a quality time walk. Assuming my opponent doesn't play something terrifying here. Oh, sick. A 3-mana stone. I enjoy it when my opponent plays a 3-mana stone. Yeah, it's Force. So we're going to kill their worm with Death Touch and the Trinisphere. Next turn. But next turn they'll also be able to attack with Golos. Huh. Oh, but they don't know I'm playing this Force of Vigor, so I can just pass the turn first. It's an instant. And I can pitch for it if I want to. Which I may just. Although it costs 4 anyway. So I'm going to shatter that. So let's go. It costs 5. But I have 5. Yeah, I think I want the other Deathrite. Oh, sorry. Not a mana ability. Hold on. Not a mana ability. Get out of here. Boosh. Get dunked on, nerd. Plays stage, makes a merit lage. Soul Ring, sure. It is add subtract to Bigosphere. So that it always will cost 3. Correct. Okay, so we're gonna attack with Tarmogoyf, play a second Tarmogoyf, and play a Deathrite Shaman. Seems good? Seems good. And once we've got all of that in play, we're golden. Or I could sit here with Force open. Let's sit here with Force open. That seems way better. Because if they attack with both, we just chump block 1 and go to 1. Not chump block. We use Tarmogoyf to eat one of their creatures, and then we go to 1. But then we're fine. Second Ancient Tomb. Woo! And here I was worried it would be a Thespian stage. Cool. So, combat. Tarmogoyf smash! Tarmogoyfs are meaty boys. Meaty. Alright. Play a second Deathrite. BK. Ah, I tapped. No, I didn't tap wrong. Assuming that there's more instants in the graveyard. Which there are now, because I put a Force of Vigor in there. Sure. Oh, that Dark Depth's getting close. Eek! Don't top deck Thespian stage. Don't do it. Not a good plan. Yeah, that's fine. Dun 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 da da dun da da dun da dun da da dun da da dun da dun. Okay, my opponent is dead. Attack you for 7. Well, 14, but you're at 7. You're gonna get hit for 7. Boom, baby. Hold on, let's get the real one.
Boom, baby!
Thanks, David Spade. Dun 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 dun. Okay. No, I like my sideboarding. I kind of want the Dazes, but after turn 1, 2, or 3, they're not great. So we just have to try to find a hand with Force. Not get eaten by Chalices, Trinispheres, and Sphere of Resistances. But on the draw, there's just like, I don't know if there's any point in keeping in Daze. Yep, that's a keeper. You don't throw that one out of bed for eating pasta. Flusterstorm still in the deck? I hope not. Nope, it is. Idiot. Idiot. I forgot that there was something I wanted to change. The game I just survived felt so miraculous that I forgot about all the things I was thinking about. We're fine. It's gonna be fine. It's fine. They'll never have a second sphere of resistance. Rats, they had a second sphere of resistance. Okay, 2 misfortunes is fine. But 3 misfortunes? I mean, what are the odds? Well, at least we're safe from Wasteland right now, right? So, in theory, we'll still be able to resolve Collector Ouphe next turn. And that is not nothing. Sure, they can't activate it this turn, and they won't be able to activate it at all, so good. 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 We have dodged a certain percentage of death here.
This man is totally insane. Thank you!
Of course, if they have a Dark Depths, we're still screwed, but... if they had the Dark Depths, they could have gone off with it last turn and just assumed we don't have an out. Which we don't. Play the Time Vault. Do it. Sure. Ooh, there's a Wasteland. All right. Well, yeah, that's something. Well, attack for 2. And so I'll play this Ouphe. And oh shit, I should have played the Tarmogoyf. Oh, I can do it next turn. No, they can double waste. No, I can still play the Goyf. I can still play the Goyf. Whew. I mean, I definitely really screwed up, but I thought I really, really definitely screwed up. That's not gonna be super helpful, but I mean, we'll take it, right? Beggar, not chooser over here. And actually, like, our clock is not... these grizzly bears, let me tell you something. That Richard Garfield, I tell you, he was onto something. He was onto something. I don't know if this Magic the Gathering game is going to take off at all, but I think grizzly bears. I think those guys might be going somewhere. Not sure. Not sure. Shit, I could have trophied their Crucible, huh? Well, I went all in on the kill them line. Here's hoping they don't have Wormcoil. Although it does cost them one more, and they're not really close to casting a Worm Coil, so I guess if they had a shop, they'd only be 1 mana away. Yeah. That was a good call, though, Roy. You said, I guess it deals with their Crucible that, like, the moment after I cast Tarmogoyf and pass the turn, without realizing that my assassin... Because I literally look at this card, and I'm like, that sure is a way to deal with the Dark Depths combo. Oh, man, oh, geez. You can... Wow, that is definitely... Oh, man. You can stop a Dark Depths combo with these ones. Oh, geez, man. Real fake doors. Real fake doors. This one's a fake door. This one's a fake door. This one doesn't go anywhere. This one also fake. We got all the doors and none of them go anywhere. So come on down to real fake doors. Off the I-95. Third exit. To be fair, I was rooting for Crucible Wasteland. Thanks, Roy. Thank you. Thank you for that. Should I take them off of their Ancient Tomb here? If I take them off their tomb, then they can't Dark Depths. They're unlikely to cast anything that's relevant. Stage? Why would you kill the stage? Alex, are you drunk again? Or just kill stage? Yeah, but wait. Oh, you're right. They're at 2. I am an idiot. I forgot that Ancient Tomb cost life. Thanks, Mord. Thanks, Mord. Yay! The fair deck won. The fair deck won! Thank God Vince's deck do not use sweepers. What sweepers would they have? Hippin 2? Yeah, we did. Janky B is our free win pinata. Whoa. 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 That's some language, Blitz. I usually only slap my hand on the table. All right, fair enough. You know what we've been slapping every time we play them? Miracle players. Every time we play Miracles, I feel like we're so well equipped. Like yesterday, we were playing a mill deck, and they managed to play Daze Undoing with 5 cards in their library. We were like, I'll just mill you out again anyway. No problem. No problem. Listen, the crabs have got this. Jace, you can retire. The crabs are here. Nobody needs Jace the Mind Sculptor anymore when there's crabs around. It's just not, you don't need him. You don't need that sucker. Face of Magic my ass. You know what the face of Magic should be? Crabs. The hardest of agrees. Got it. All right, looking for match 2 with Sultai Midrange in the Vintage. I don't know, there's something about this Vintage format. It's kind of fun. It just feels like Cube. The only Jace I want is in my maddening cacophony art. And what's causing the cacophony? An Eldritch Horror crab, obviously. I'm sure it's a crab. Yeah, Vintage is fun, but it's a weird kind of fun. I don't really think I could get like invested in a format like this, but it's certainly a romp to learn it for a bit. I mean, I'm gonna keep this because this hand is potentially completely busted in half. I need Cthulhu, but crab. I think that's like Ulamog. I mean, in Innistrad 2 Electric Boogaloo, it was Emrakul, right? Emrakul was literally the stand-in for Cthulhu. Oh, there you go. Roy's got you covered. It's literally an Eldrazi crab. Oh, no. Well, there's no beating that. Boing. Pew, pew, pew. Nothing like a good Daze. Little Daze undoing. Oh no. Well, could be worse. So I don't need a second land right now. And I'd like to draw the Deathrite. Alright. Alright, do your worst. No, I didn't mean it. We're okay. We're okay. Well, that's terrifying. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I heard that that other face was no longer the PogChamp. So who is now the PogChamp? There it is. All right, I'll take it. That face is more correct to my understanding of PogChamp than the last one was, so I will take it. So this trophy's not great. My main deck does have an Ouphe in it, but this Merchant Scroll cannot get it. I think we might be dead. Lame PogChamp phase. Well, it'll change again soon. So what happened, Roy, is the original PogChamp person was saying some inflammatory things on social media. So they wanted to change it. And instead of changing it to any one thing that would be like weird, given that Twitch has had the same set of like original global Twitch emotes for a long time, I think it's a really great idea that they had, which was, wait a minute, what if we make them, like, what if we just rotate it all the time? And that way we can highlight people that are awesome. Which personally I think is an awesome idea. Day9 came up with the idea and Twitch ran with it. Sure. I mean, whoever came up with the idea, but the point is, like, now instead of one person being PogChamp, which again, I didn't even know it was like a real person, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it was a real person, but I didn't know it was someone who was like known. I thought it was just like a random picture.
You can boast the most roast.
Hey, Loverboy B with the host of Juan Viewer, and I will take it, Loverboy B. Thank you so much. I hope whatever you were doing before you hosted me was going very well. So, as Flanders says, a toast to the host who can boast the most roast. I don't think we need Grafdigger's Cage. And then cards that hose them drawing cards are probably less than great here. Forces and forces are fine. Daze is fine. These things are fine. Mental Misstep is also probably kind of suspect. And then Tabernacle's the card where I'm like, but is Leyline worth? I don't think so. So I know they have, yes, I know they have Arcbound Ravager, but I have Collector Ouphes. I have Ouphes and I have Force, right? So I have Ouphes, I have Force, and I'm bringing in a Fatal Push. Between those cards, I assume that'll be enough, and I really don't want to play Ley Lines. They take up a lot of space, and I need them to be better than that. Because to be perfectly frank, in that last game, if I had gone down a card to have a Ley Line, I still would have died, right? And even though I have better tools now, I feel like there's a good chance there are... I mean, I think you have to keep these hands, but I'm not exceptionally pleased with it. I'm hoping this draws me into some hate. Or counter magic. Loverboy B says, wait! Well, it's too late, Loverboy B. I kept it. It's over. But what was your input? Yeah, it's vintage, dog. Check the stream title. It's accurate. So let me ask you, do you read? I don't know. That all just came together. It doesn't mean anything. All right, Preordain. Let's go. Ask you a question. Sure, I'll take a Forest and a Wasteland. In that order. Dear Preordain, if you could just always do that, that would be spectacular. Yeah, well, this feels like we're playing Vintage. Or, sorry, it feels like we're playing Cube, except it's just like everyone has a great deck, right? Okay, I don't want to have to force this. Oh, I can't. Okay. Groovy. Groovy. Boop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we are not at Treasure Cruise yet at all. This Treasure Cruise is very out of reach. My opponent is grieving about their Mishra's Workshop. We need one more. We have 3, 4, 5. Oh. All right. We have 3, 6, and then 7, 8. So yeah. We were one off, and we're gonna be one off this turn as well. Although I think I want to play Mystic Sanctuary for no value, and then just hope that next turn we get to cruise. They had no land this turn, so I assume I'm safe. Is Goyf bigger than Chief? No, it's the same size. Both 2/3s right now. Oh, although with the Lotus in the graveyard, it would be bigger, yeah. I still don't feel like cracking the Lotus for it. I feel like getting this early Treasure Cruise is way more valuable. I kind of just want to jam the Strip Mine now instead of casting the Treasure Cruise. It's definitely wrong because I have a Force of Will, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm just saying I want to do it. Because Twitch chat has corrupted me, and all I want to do is Stone Rain my opponents. Oh, it's 8, not 9. Whoops. I'm just playing around Daze. Just playing around Daze. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. If I draw Fatal Push, it's because I wanted to. See? If I had added Black Man, I could play this Deathrite Shaman right now. But I didn't want to. That's beneath me. Alright? Beneath me. How's the league going? Well, we won our first match after losing game 1, and it's looking like game 2 might be a win here. I mean, fingers crossed, but everything's coming up Millhouse. Yeah, if I always played tight, it would make me seem like I was trying to be a pro. I'm not trying to be a pro. I'm just trying to be someone who lucks into reasonable results. I don't want to think people. I don't want people to think this is a game of skill. That's the last thing that Magic the Gathering needs. I'm a fan of The Simpsons. What is my opinion on Futurama? It's good. It's very good. Series from beginning to end. A+. That Wasteland would be really horrifying if I didn't have this Deathrite Shaman. I think I'm going to play the Ouphe first and take another hit. Because if they have Shop into Walking Ballista, I would have been sad. All the counter magic and no spell to counter. It's okay. We didn't need to. They knew. They knew. I'll be back in 1 second as we go into game number 3. And we're back. Do you think Deathrite Shaman paints their fingernails black or purple? Why not both? Yes, dark purple sounds like a sketchy internet forum. Alternates fingers between black and purple. Hell yeah. That's right. Shaman puts in work every day to look good. That's a lie. The reason that their fingers are black and purple isn't it's not nail polish. That's just rot. And fungus. All right, so we're good. Yeah, well, Loverboy, I would say that you're coming from a similar perspective as me. Okay, so this hand has nothing insane. But if they don't have turn 1 Trinisphere or Sphere of Resistance, we're pretty great. I'm going to keep it. I want everyone to know that we could absolutely lose on turn 1. Very easily. Collector Ouphe, take the wheel. so good! My opponent has entered the grieving phase already. Excellent. Hello. Well, no, the hand is good as long as we survive turn 1. And by survive, I mean my opponent doesn't hit me with literally Trinisphere or Sphere of Resistance, both cards that they are likely to play 4 of. I would also like to point out that the internet cabal that informed my vintage deck decisions here, when they said Shops was a trap, judging by my about to be 4-0 record against Shops with 0 experience in the format, yes, I believe Shops might be a trap. That's fine. I don't have another blue card for Force here, so it's a little sketchy. All right. Top. Dear Treasure Cruise, you are wonderful, and you will be pitched to Force. That's a bold move, Captain. We'll see if it pays off. Whoa, Doctor, that sure is not able to be activated on this battlefield. Shop. That's terrifying. Sphere. I need to beat this. Otherwise I can't play my Deathrite Shaman and I won't be able to have 2 mana. Oh, thank God. Good evening, JK Torborg. How are you? Are you hewn from stone? That's not a, I don't know. Just doing the me thing. Doing so well, man. It's crazy. Well, that's awesome to hear. Hey, Roy, are we going to Assassin's Trophy their Mishra's Workshop? I haven't seen that card in a minute. Is that a worm coil? Sounds like a worm coil. Oh, that's a big boy. I think we'll be all right. Nice. All right, but this turn, do I take them off their shop or their academy? So I can trophy the shop now, and I can push the ballista next turn. Or we can kill the academy. Academy gains 1 mana per artifact they find. Shop is stuck at 3. So I don't really know which one of those I'm more concerned about. Academy's annoying? You think so? Oh, I guess it's already 3 mana. Yeah, the Academy's already 3 mana. That's why I'm going to kill it. Yeah. Oops. No. No. The decision comes down to the fact that I was thinking that the Academy was only 2, but it's actually 3 right now already. So it's just easy. Get out of here. Nice Academy, nerd. What are you gonna do? Learn something? Or read a book? Hardly. Oh no! Kind of. No, stop! Fleet Wheel Cruiser! Okay. My opponent just hit me with the equipment Ball Lightning. I really don't know what to do about it, but I'm gonna push their Walking Ballista and watch them concede. No. Not only do we have it under wraps, they can't crew it anyway. Like, that was the only attack they get with that. It was a Ball Lightning. This cannot be crewed. When I said Ball Lightning, did I mean Blightning? Obviously not. When I says ball lightning, I means ball lightning. Yes, yes. Very few decks are playing basics in Vintage. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that was a reference to anything at all. So my Deathrite Shaman can block this Ravager? That seems fair and balanced. On the plus side, if they ever find another land, this Mishra's Factory is going to be a bit of a threat, so... I would like to find a land, please. Oh my god. Okay, are they smart enough to see the line here? They are not. Okay. Thank God. Whoo! Dodged a bullet on that one. Have you played with Bloodbraid Elf much? Just started running it in my jank deck. It's easily one of the best decisions I've ever made. It's just so damn good. All my spells are 3 CMC. It never hits a bolt. It's almost like a 3 CMC creature. So, not to rain on your parade, I am very much in the Deathrite Shaman sucks camp. No, that's all I'll say. It's a good card. Sucks, though. It sucks. Deathrite Shaman sucks. Not Deathrite Shaman. Bloodbraid Elf. Deathrite Shaman's insane. Bloodbraid Elf is kind of sucky. No, Bloodbraid Elf sucks. Deathrite Shaman is insane. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And it's based on the fact that because you can't control what Bloodbraid Elf does, and because it's a 3/2 haste, it's just not the card I want to play. It's not just that you have to build around it. You cannot build around it. I mean, you can, but within a reasonable percentage, you're going to want to play cards that are not good with your Bloodbraid Elves. And you're going to get sacked by it, and it's going to suck loud. So, you know. Yeah, opponent, this is not going to work the way you wanted it to at all. Bloodbraid Elf is great in a very small number of decks. Very few of which I consistently enjoy playing. So, as I say, that's partially on me because the kind of decks that Bloodbraid Elf is best in, I don't enjoy playing. Yeah, Bloodbraid Elf is one of the best 4-mana plays in Magic if you are infinitely lucky. Sure, because I have the Force of Vigor. I guess I'll respond by eating something to make them take 2. We should be good here. There was a while when people were playing Bloodbraid Elf in Niv Mizzet, and I've seen fantastic ones, and I've seen ones that basically were like, okay, I guess I'm gonna lose. Sorry. I meant it to be all I was gonna say, but I didn't want to leave you there. Like that would have been a dick move. Okay, so they can only animate one factory, and they could pump it once. So they could make this a 4/4 and then pump it, and between it and the Revoker blocking, they'd be able to take my Tarmogoyf off the table. So but I can't Force of Vigor on my turn. Killing one Mishra's Factory, leaving the other, but getting the Revoker off the table is not the worst. All right, I'm going to attack. I'll take the gamble that taking a land and a Revoker off the battlefield here is really good. 3, 4. Oh, no. They can pump it twice. They can pump it twice. They can pump. No, they can't. They can't. Once it's animated, it can't pump itself. All right. I think putting them down to 2 lands is not terrible. Even though it means my Collector Ouphe being the only creature I have left that can attack is not good enough. But I think this is all right. So they can go block, block, pump the factory, but they lose both their creatures. Would that were true, JK Torborg. Unfortunately, that's not the way that works. Yes, we all know Shaman's a 1-mana planeswalker, but not literally. Luckily, unlocking my Deathrite Shaman here is pretty solid, so I don't mind. I don't mind this trade too much. And then I have Force of Vigor if they ever boot up their factories. Yeah, you can't pump your factory, friend. It's a creature, and it's an artifact creature at that. Womp womp. I can't pitch for Force because it's my turn. JWO MTG. JWoj. This doesn't tap for mana right now, and the Revoker was on Deathrite Shaman. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's easy to forget that Force of blank actually now means normally you can't use it on your turn. Even though from a historical perspective, for much, much longer in this game, it is meant you can use it on your turn. Well, that's a good draw. I don't hate that one. Don't hate that one. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. That's a good one. That's a good top deck. Not gonna lie. Shut the fuck up, Roy. I love you, buddy. You're the best. Excuse me, I would like to know your target. So all night long, we have not lost to a single shop deck. Although, except for once, we've lost every game one. Except for once, we've lost every game one. Yeah, if you were against Doomsday, you could definitely ancestrally kill your opponent. According to the Miracles aficionado who was on Everyday Eternal within the last 3 episodes, he has frequently killed Doomsday players in Legacy with Archmage's Charm. Like, not a small amount. Because he'll set up enough mana. Yeah, right? He'll set up enough mana to be able to Swords the Thassa's Oracle, and then if they beat that, he can Archmage's Charm them. Because what they'll normally do is if you Swords their Thassa's Oracle, they'll draw down to 0 cards in deck. I wish Visions of Beyond was target so I could kill people in Modern. Yeah, man. It's, I mean, so I don't begrudge Magic design from having some draw be targeted versus other. But, I mean, it would have been cool if that card was... Can I keep this? Got turn 1 Goyf. I've got to get taxed. You know what? This is so crazy. I'm going to keep it. Oh, more shops. All right, so this thing, we're gonna play turn 1 Probe into Goyf probably, and then turn 2 Ouphe, and just hope that that's enough. Although I get to see what they're on, so maybe we'll change the plan. But let's see. Tomb, Foundry Inspector, Factory, Stone Coil. So just creature beatdown from here. So Ouphe is not shutting off any of their mana. So let's see if I draw land. Nope. But there's also no lands in any graveyard. So we'll go Mox, Emerald, play the Goyf. And then hopefully next turn we draw a fetch land. We could play Deathrite into Ouphe. Yeah. All right. I mean... Could be better, could be worse. Opponent said, you two, how's your day? Pretty great. Ran 5 Miles. Made a sick rosé sauce. Ooh. That was not in their hand. Was it? No, it wasn't. Land. 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 All right. All right. We drew everything we needed. Okay, so I'm getting Deathrite Shaman into play this turn, so I don't need to worry about colored mana too much. Opponent said, not a great couple weeks, but chilling and playing Vintage is nice. And I said, I apologize for this turn then. I think not attacking is correct. I think having a wall here is good. Alright, sorry. They play out Stonecoil, we Daze. That's the hope. Revoker. Okay, so that's going to shut off my Deathrite. Not the end of the world. We could have dazed the Revoker. I think dazing the Stonecoil is more important considering it's a freaking 6/6. But I get your point. Ew. Opponent says brutal. That it was, friend. All right, who's ready to play Drago? Oh no. My deck is better. No and no. That's what you wanted, Roy? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I could swing in my Goyf. If they block with everything, I kill their whole board. Then they swing back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can eat their Ravager with Ouphe. Take 5. Can someone tell me if it's worth racing here? I guess the lower I put their life total, the less likely they are to be able to use their Ancient Tomb. Does the Goyf trade their entire board? Yes. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 toughness, and he has 5 power. Now, they can kill the Goyf. Like an awesome trade. Well, no, but the real trade is they get to crack back, right? That's the real trade. The real trade is them attacking back for 6. And the best I can do is eat their Ravager and take 5. But then they're set up for 6 next turn, so it's not... We can gain life. We can't. But we can deal damage, which is just about as good. Still attack with the Ouphe. That's true. That's true. We can't gain life, but we can attack them. We can gain life starting next turn. Because we don't have green mana, Roy. No green mana. We're greenless. Greenless in Seattle. Okay, so they took the trade that I was talking about on my crackback. That's fine. That's fine. This guy gets it. So they can crack in for 6 here. They come in for 4? Yeah, that's fine. We jam back for 5. Factory. Okay, so they can block with 5 power, but not more. So, thanks to... No, we can't gain life. The Revoker's on it. I knew there was a reason I couldn't gain life. No, I think I have to stop attacking, actually. Yeah, they'll win that race easily from this point. Well, Goyf would have traded with their board if they decided to block. No, we're fine. I'm just saying I have to stop attacking. Because I can't gain life or make them lose life. Which I knew until you brought it up, and I was like, it's the colors. No, wait, it's the fact that they have a Revoker. It's not the colors at all. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. This Wasteland's not the best, but second Underground Sea, not the worst. I'll take it. So they have access to 7 mana for an artifact. Sure. Trade off the board. Oh, sure. Oh, not nice. Jesus. Opponent just ripping all the Wastelands. Exciting vintage action happening here. Table 42, we've got a stalemate. We're going to pan over to our backup match on table 43. Whoa, also a stalemate. Good golly, oh my. What a wonderful format. It seems like every other match in the hall has actually ended on turn 1 already in all 3 games. Foundry Inspector is an interesting choice. I have seen 2 different really strange 3-drops in these decks. Foundry Inspector and the one that's a Lord. Thanks for the follow, Thrillhouse. Hey, it's Thrillhouse!
A shiny new donkey for whoever brings me the head of Colonel Montoya.
Enjoy your shiny new donkey, Thrillhouse. Yeah. Foundry Inspector and Chief of the Foundry. Wild. This game is awesome, and all I did was put in my name. Thrillhouse. Oh no. What manner of nonsense is this? Oh, it's just a ballista, right? Nope. Stone Coil playing around Daze? It's a ballista. Is it a sin that I've never really watched The Simpsons? No, it just says that you're probably, if I had to guess, around the age of 20. Are you about 20? Maybe a little younger? All right. Probably considered mid-20s, so 24. Most of the people that I know who are hardcore Simpsons fans are my age / a little bit older, which is 31. And the reason that is true was because that's when the golden era was both on TV and then in constant reruns before the show started to dip in quality by a bit. I don't need to fire off this Wasteland, and it might actually be helpful to cast spells, so I'm going to hold on to it, actually. Yay! Still doing nothing! That's a lot of Mishra's Factories. Thank God we had this Goyf, huh? There we go. That's fine, Loverboy B. What I recommend that you do if you are interested, is find a best of, a list of the best episodes from season 3 through 10, and check those out. And if you don't think that that's very funny, then maybe The Simpsons is not for you, and that's fine. Okay. Do I let the Revoker resolve? If it's a second Revoker on Deathrite Shaman, that's an incredible pain in the ass. And since my current line to win right now is trophy the other Revoker and then start picking them off, what else would we care about? I don't know. I'm just reasoning out. Just reasoning it out. Just talking. We're talking softball. Maine to San Diego, talking softball. Mattingly and Canseco. Ken Griffey's grotesquely swollen jaw. We're talking Homer. Ozzy and the straw. Talking softball. Wow. Suddenly finding all the lands. Good golly, oh my. One more island and we can get a Mystic Sanctuary. Sweet merciful God. Well, looks like the Deathrite Shaman player is starting to put together a win here. Opponent under some desperate pressure, desperate times. Bang. Oh, that's a good draw. That's such good insurance. Maybe we finally get to take a game 1 against a Shops deck. Neat. Mom, why do you keep giving me potatoes to take to school for show and tell? I just think they're neat. It's gonna be just another big artifact creature. Stone Coil would be a little scary. Whew. Yes, hello. I'd like to place a collect call. Do you do service to Burkina Faso? No good with the Ouphe. Chris is my nickname for Walking Ballista because I refer to it as Christopher Walken Ballista. Probably hold the Lotus for Brainstorm. We're going to. The real problem is that well, it's not a problem. I'm going to be behind on 1 mana compared to where I should be because I tapped my Underground Sea for the Treasure Cruise instead of the Trop, and I don't have another Underground Sea in my deck right now. Yeah, that's why I call him Chris, because he's Christopher Walken Ballista. And I think it's cute. That's just the right kind of joke for me, you know? I also love Christopher Walken as an actor. If you like Christopher Walken in anything that you've seen, but you're like, well, he's funny, but, you know, he's not an actor. Like, he just plays Christopher Walken. You go watch 7 Psychopaths and you try to tell me that he's not an actor. He is amazing. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. So friggin' good. It's also got Sam Rockwell, which I also love. I also love Sam Rockwell. Well, there's the Mystic Sanctuary I was talking about. Yeah, it's a fantastic film. Gush! Man, everything's coming up Millhouse now. Is Vintage less fetch heavy than Modern or Legacy? No. There are decks that run no fetches and no basics whatsoever, which is not really a thing in any other format. But I would say Vintage is fairly fetch heavy as far as been my impression. So it looks like we have this game kind of locked up. I could try to kill them faster, but I'm just not worried about anything that could play at this point. Except for that. That one I'm worried about. You get the hell out, because I can't trophy you. Yeah, all right. So we were going to Gush on that turn cycle. Whew! I forgot I was playing that. Yeah, both the fetches were live. We had Mystic Sanctuary, and we had one more duel. Okay, so push and these things. I feel like I should play Tabernacle here, but they have so much mana, right? And I know the shops don't give them mana, but like for upkeep costs. But all right, so let's look at our cuts. So Narset, Leovold, Hullbreacher, these are all bad cards in this matchup. They don't really do anything. Flusterstorm's straight up poor. I think Mental Misstep is not useful. What is the trap in the list boarded in for? Storm-like decks, which I assume are Underworld Breach, yeah, PO, yeah, I think those are the two major decks. You could play them against Doomsday as well. All right, see you, JK Torborg. Nice job on your own stream, and yeah, we're having a good time here. All right, if I were to bring in Tabernacles, I'm not saying I'm going to, but we're not bringing them in for spells. The Dazes have been like money, right? Oh, Grafdiggers is no good here, right? Last time I kept Narset. This time I could bring in a Tabernacle instead of a Narset. How do we feel about that? I'm not sold one way or the other. We're on the draw. Daze doesn't look so hot. Maybe Vintage is different. No, that's fair. What if we keep... I feel like Tab could hurt us more. Yeah, so that's the thing. Someone said it's for Dredge, and I feel like that might be definitely true. So if we do that, and we do this, we have room for one more card. And last time I took Narset, and I think I will do so again. Narset is just, she's just so reasonable. Leovold and Hullbreacher have no ability to like game our opponent here. Well, I guess Leovold does. Leovold gives us like a semi-protection effect. This is almost exactly the last hand I kept against their deck, and I'm definitely keeping this again. This is too good. I mean, we don't have the Ouphe this time. We don't have green mana even, but let's see if we can get away with it. Sphere. Daze is so good on the early turn, assuming I find a land. All right. I made my choice, Roy, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, hold on. Just in case. Oh, we can hardcast Daze? Neat. I love it. Daze you. You didn't bounce an island. I don't need to, mother... Ah, no! Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. So far. We're fine. It's all fine. Sort of. It could get not fine very quickly. But for the moment, this is okay. Okay. I would like to draw both these cards. So let's draw the Deathrite. I can only play it by pitching my... That's fine. This is fine. Is it? What if we just go land? Because I can't force unless I have a mana up. But their spells cost one more too, right? So let's play this UC out and see what they do with it. Yeah. That's what I thought, opponent. You are not strong enough to Wasteland me here. Shoot. Stop playing around Daze. Ah, fine. All right, we are incredibly low on resources, but the top card of my library is Merchant Scroll. So we can play Deathrite Shaman, and we can Merchant Scroll, and we can get Ancestral, and we can be fine, depending on how good their hand is. So let's spray and pray, folks. Let's do it. Let's do it. There could be all sorts of uncastable junk in their hand. That's a 2/2. That is not a very good card. That is a great card. Thank you, deck. Get out of here. An unblockable 2/2. Yeah, but Deathrite Shaman gains 2 life per turn. Like, let's be real. Come on now. Come on, Roybert. Don't do me like that. Merchant Scroll. Which of these cards do I want? I wonder. I just think both arguments should get equal time. Uh-oh. Oh, whew. Wait, can they animate that? Oh my god, they can. That's a quick clock. Alright, alright. Well, I would like to find Fatal Push. Trop is a good start. No, it's Crew 2. Kind of bananas, if you ask me. All right, so we will open ourselves up to the Wasteland, but we need to find an answer for one of their threats. I kind of like the Gush to dodge the Wasteland. Oh no, I can't play it. Oh yes, I can. I have the Deathrite Shaman. Sick. This format is sick. Well, the other cards on top are not very good. So hopefully we find a Brainstorm pretty quickly after that. We gotta find something. Oh, Goyf would be great. We got a lot of outs here. We're in reasonable shape. I would like my opponent to have no more action and just do this. Just 5 me. It's fine. Except you're 5ing. 5. What's on top of our deck right now? Two pretty bad cards. Git Probe, which is not great, and it's like Daze? There it is. Oh, sorry. UC. Oh, UC's fine. UC's fine. But more importantly, we're going to draw them, right? Like, it's not... Dodged. Well, I can't elk the Stone Coil. So it's really not that good. And elking Fleet Wheel Cruiser's not that good. Start beating their face? I'm at 5. I'm at 5. I will die. Oko takes all of my mana and the Deathrite Shaman. So playing Oko equals death. Yeah. That is annoying. Well put, Roy. I think we just have to preordain and try to find... Yeah, we have to find the Fatal Push. That's... I mean, I guess. We also we also need them to not have a creature with two power, which is very easy for them to have, but better lucky than good. Still got all D's, nerd. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. That's a 1/1. Oh, they can activate it. Ah, I didn't have a Collector Ouphe this game. Rats. That's a good command. That's a good command. All right, one more. All right. Yep. Close one. Just overall very, very close. I love the way these hands are working out, though. Like, some of these hands are, like, just bonkers, but they really... This format is really, really wild. One thing I can say for sure, I'll have plenty of practice playing against shops. Yes, yeah, we could have Blitz. I was thinking about it, but for some reason my brain couldn't figure out how to do it. Yeah, this is fine. It's not as good as I could hope for. If I ever played 93, 94, that does not appeal to me, but I would be willing to attempt it, and I would be willing to be sold on it. It doesn't sound like fun. Like, I like the idea of playing the deck against other decks that were in that format, but other than that, I'm not sure. All right, so do I just Daze them, like, right off the bat? No, that's not a threat. Oh, no. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it could be fun. It's just one of those things where, like, when I hear about what it is, it's like, ooh, really? People are choosing to play that way? There's so many bad cards. It's like when they did the, Sure, go for it, Roy. It's like when they did the 25th anniversary MTG thing where they drafted like Alpha Beta Unlimited What? So Judge's Tower requires a very specific kind of player. Oh, we've got Demonic Tutor for next turn. Could be good. Judge's Tower is a format for sadists. Yep. That wasn't the rules I learned it under Lover. Holy crap. Those were not the rules I learned for Judge's Tower, but yeah, that's the general idea. It's about rules infractions. Okay. So we can Demonic Tutor for Fatal Push and kill the Foundry Inspector. And in theory, that's how we survive here. I mean, I don't really have any other option. Okay, my Goyf's now at 5/6. So if they manage to crew a Fleet Wheel Cruiser, we're fine. So good luck, Godspeed, opponent. I don't mean that I want to win. We can reset Fatal Push and then beat that. Whoo! Does anyone like the card Mystic Sanctuary? Does anyone think this card is okay? I think it's pretty good. It's kind of hot though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm with you, Loverboy. I think Legacy might be the quote best Magic format there is. Ooh. So good. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. Is mayonnaise an instrument? It's so good. Screwing a vehicle and activated ability? Yes, Patrick. Is screwing two vehicles and activated ability? Yes, Patrick. Oh, no, it's SpongeBob. Yeah, it's SpongeBob. I can't remember what the initial thing that kicks it off is, but Squidward has to put a band together, and so he asks the people who've joined the band, all right, has anyone ever played or does anyone have any experience playing an instrument before? And Patrick puts up his hand, and it's top decking Ouphe versus Shops or top decking multiple surgicals versus reanimate. To be fair, I did not top deck the Ouphe there. I brainstormed. So I don't want to hear it. But no, top decking on the surgical was clearly more fire. So we're 3-0. Moving on. All 3 matches against some variety of shops. Yeah, Band Geeks is one of the best episodes of early SpongeBob. Also, Roy, Squidward is a wonderful character because Squidward stands in for all the times where you're in a situation where you perceive everyone else to be being a complete nincompoop, and you have no ability to comprehend why they're inflicting themselves upon you. Top decking the surgical was nice. Top decking the second surgical was nice. It was it was. I was like, no, I think we kept an opener with 2. Song requests are not on Loverboy B. Because it's Mana Traders, like the Mana Traders event thing is it for this month is vintage. I thought I would put together these videos and just put them up, and let people, 1, roast my, attempt to play vintage, and 2, learn about some of the decks of the vintage format in case they want to try to compete. Because right now, I will assume that there's a spike in search requests for vintage decks. And so I want to see if I can get recordings of the top 6 or 8 or 10 archetypes in the next couple days, maybe. So these 3 that we're playing are 3 of the top-ish ones. Yeah, Sweet Victory is an awesome song. Well, we could play it between this league and the next one. Well, that's the, yeah, I mean, Squidward's also funny because like he clearly has hopes and dreams and some amount of talent and just not aware of exactly who he is. Yeah, there is a way to record on stream and not collect audio from certain sources, and I could try to set it up. The problem is I believe that doing so means that I have to record onto my hard drive as I'm streaming. And that is going to overtax my computer to the point where I'm not really going to be able to stream effectively. So yeah, Squidward is a reminder of that kind of character. It's like Miss Hoover or Miss Krabappel on The Simpsons. These are clearly people who had hopes and dreams at some point in their lives and did not realize them for one reason or another. Oh, Mrs. Puff. Yeah, well, you are supposed to feel bad for Mrs. Puff. She has to put up with SpongeBob the student. And unlike Mr. Krabs, she can't threaten to fire him or just sass him. Most of those setups I've seen require 2 PCs to be truly effective. Yeah, it's just a lot of processing because you're basically, as far as I understand it, your CPU's working close to double time. And mine has enough problems just streaming and playing music sometimes. But we are able to put out beautiful 180p videos here. So that ain't not bad. I've been immensely entertained by listening to this cooking podcast, and the guy's from New York, but he's got a house for like to take his family out on weekend. It's called Cooking Issues, and it's really, really awesome stuff if you are interested in food and cooking and food science and etc. And he's got a house out in Connecticut, and hold on. Yeah, I understand that, Loverboy B, but the problem is without the promise of paper play to come afterwards, I understand why people wouldn't play as much online. Like, that definitely held me back a long time on Legacy. And only after being in sort of pandemic lockdown for long enough and still knowing that there's many months to come did I finally sort of crack through on that. All right, so we're shipping this. This is just not good enough. It did have a force and a blue card, but it just wasn't likely to go anywhere. This is really awkward. We literally have no game plan, so I gotta ship that one too. Yeah, that's the first keepable hand, so we'll go keep, go pitch the Gush, pitch the Narset. No, we can't do that. Pitch the Gush, pitch the Trophy, and hope Demonic Tutor into Ancestral or something like that could get us going. All right. We got Force for security here, so basic island. Uh-oh. All right. Yeah, I agree, Roy. Very well. Poker's Wizard salted me earlier this week. Well, hopefully we can get them to salt us. Like this. Oh my god, do you always mull to 5 to have a force? Oh, well. What did they get? Well, luckily we died on turn 1 without playing anything out, so I'm okay with it. I would like more information on what their deck is doing. Tinkerstorm. I don't think that that's a deck, but maybe. I think they just use Bolas's Citadel to burn their life total for card advantage. It's like Necropotence. It's just like really difficult to beat someone who's got that going on. So Ouphe does not beat the Citadel. Cage does. Oh, I missequenced that. So we need them to blank for another turn on the Citadel, but I mean, I think this is the best chance we got. And it's a Hail Mary from Mana Symbol's side of the table. Whoa, Doctor, that is gonna be tough. Okay, we're done here. We're done here. Alright. Mind Break Trap seems good. Force of Vigor seems acceptable. I don't know about Collector Ouphe here. It's probably better for us than it is for them. I assume that's why we're playing it with such high numbers. I feel like it's insane to take out Goyfs, but I also don't hate it for whatever reason. Oh, they're definitely playing Ancestral. Yeah, Goyf looks like he's heading to the bench here. Man, most of the rest of our cards seem pretty good. I love the Future Sight border. I love the Future Sight border. I don't think it should be the border for all Magic cards, but I do wish they would occasionally use it for like promos and stuff like that. Non-foil promos and stuff like that, so that they would be playable in tournaments on a regular basis. Maybe we don't play Force. Going down on cards could be really bad here. Okay, I'm gonna try it like this. It just doesn't feel like there's anything to cut in the main deck. Like, everything seems pretty good. It's not great, but I'm going to keep it. Yeah. Well, assuming we make it that far, right, Loverboy? Which I think is a pretty speculative claim. But looks like we will. I guess you just jam Time Walk here, right? I am a huge old border aficionado. Old border, best border. In my mind, it's really the only choice. No. Urza Saga ones are great. Old border artifacts are ugly. You know, Roy, you can't time out Blitz, but I can. I'm gonna play this Mystic Sanctuary in case I want to Gush. We're not kicking Blitz. We're just gonna stop him from talking for a minute because he sassed old artifacts. I love old artifacts. I love the old artifacts, and I love the middle old artifacts, and I love the new old. That I was not expecting. That I was not expecting. You don't like the brown. I don't think you're allowed to say that. Blitz. You can't just say you don't like card borders because they're brown. Alright, we've got Ancestral here. And I kind of want to just main phase it in case they have Hullbreacher. See if they end of turn fetch. No, that doesn't work. Made my bed. There it is. What if I drew all the cards? Yay, I bounced my Mystic Sanctuary. It was stuck in play, but now it's in my hand. Woohoo! Oh man! Force of Will. Well, I guess I'll just have to get it back with my Mystic Sanctuary next turn. Whiteboard lands look good if all your lands are white border. Kind of. You jerk. Oh my god. Too bad. Alright. Clearly made the bad choice. I just was tilted off of losing my Ancestral, and they had their Ancestral without having to tutor for it, and then we got shanked. Hopefully their hand is full of unplayable artifacts. That's all I can... Because that was brutality. And I have a Mox Emerald in my hand. I don't... Okay. Okay. Yeah, the unset lands are nice. The originals and the second printing and the third ones. Roy likes yellow border lands. Oh man, we were gonna get eaten. So bad. They got a Demonic Tutor. That's terrifying. Probably means they can take my Ouphe off the table, which is not my favorite. Yeah, we have a friend like that, lover boy. Or he did until Snowlands became the de facto. Alright. Well, we're not going 4-0. I mean, they have a Demonic Tutor. Like, they have to be able to do something good with it. And we gushed into mana sources. And our Ancestral got countered. I mean, maybe we can slow roll our way to something here. But I don't... They can Demonic Tutor for Tinker at minimum. But then I don't... Oh! Oh! I mean, my hand was pretty garbage anyway, so... Yay. Well, I was excited because I was like, oh, that's going to be an interesting play. And it's like, nah. No, never. Yeah, Trophy could help. Trophy could help. I mean, somehow we're not dead yet. Which is pretty incredible. Like, I don't understand how that's happening. Probably should have wasted their black there. Surprised we don't have regrowths. What, for 2 mana? Like literal, actual, factual regrowth? Because we have Mystic Sanctuary. Can this Ouphe really be savaging their hand that badly? Like, I don't... Sure. Interesting. So they're gonna DAC me? We'll kill their Hullbreacher in response. God, they just had it all every game. They had it all every game. They literally didn't even cast their Demonic Tutor. They were just like Narset into, oh, Wheel of Fortune. But that's fine, because that's how we've been winning some of our games. That's the vintage. And we're already 3-2 on this one, so I don't mind whatever happened to this last one. That was great. It's been a quality learning experience. I do want to play the Dak Faden deck, but I don't want to play it with Tinker. It's just so obnoxious. We do have a Ren and 6 deck coming up next, Roy, which has Wasteland and Strip Mine. Three Ren and 6, 1 Dak, 1 Narset, 2 Oko. Blitz, that's fantastic. For your information, Roy. Rigged for one's pleasure. Yikes. Wow, we're playing against Muldrotha. The Gravetide. No, that's not Muldrotha, that's Queen. Nerd. Alright. 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 Can I keep this hand in the dark? It's really sketchy. But I feel like we're on an okay chance. Favorite vintage cube combo, which is not viable in actual vintage, is Strip Mine, Crucible, Courser, Fastbond. Well, half of it is. We've seen half of that combo. You just don't need the Courser or the Fastbond at all. The rest of that stuff just does it all. Ouch. Yeah, that's fine. Just need to natty draw land. I love how Legacy, it's like all about the playing around the wastelands, and Vintage is constantly like, nah, we don't got time for that. What is that? Oh, man. Fuck off. This format is so ridiculous. Oh, really? Oh, you have a third land? What if I just had a 4-land hand? Where would you be then? Oh my god. Alright. Hey, how's it going, Big Ben? This is Vintage. Vintage. And as always, you can hit !deck to see what we're playing. So this has got to be the surgical matchup, right? I feel like Ouphe out, push. Take a Force of Negation and a Force of Will. Think I like all those changes. Format is ridiculous, absolutely. I mean, not that same kind of game. Yeah, I think it's a pseudo mirror. I mean, from what I've seen, the only kind of decks that play Deathrite Shaman are these kind of decks, like the 3 to 4 to 5 color value piles. So yeah, it could be the case that what we're supposed to do is no. It could be the case that what we're supposed to do is board out our artifact mana and board in no, but that kind of opening happens in Legacy right now. It's just that they follow it up with a Delver. Oh, good job, Big Ben. Roy, it's spreading. It's spreading. Good. Good. Excellent. I mean, those are both reasonable ways to say things. Really that bad, eh, Roy? Crabs were a blast, dude. You will be able to find the crab video on my YouTube, and you can probably find it in my Twitch archives right now. Well, turn one. Record was 3-2. Okay, well, you know, Lover Boy, that's an opinion you can have. And, you know, your opinion could also be timed out. I'm kidding. I mean, you can have the opinion, but I think you're just wrong. I think the original Star Wars trilogy are cinematic masterpieces. They still look good now. You can watch them now and they look really, really good. They look fantastic. So, is the writing perfect? No. Is the acting perfect? Definitely not. Okay. Dual land into jam Deathrite Shaman. Seems like where we're at. The other option is fetch, pass the turn, end of turn Ancestral, then Deathrite. I think they're both pretty good. Let's see if they take some mulls. They aren't the be-all and end-all of sci-fi people make them out to be. No, they're not the be-all and end-all. They're benchmarks. It's like, is Lord of the Rings the best fantasy novel series ever written? No, absolutely not. But it's a hugely important novel for all the ones that followed it. It basically created the basis for the current fantasy genre. So, like, Star Wars is kind of that for a lot of space movies. Yeah, it's a classic, but it's more than just a classic. It's more than a classic, right? It's like a pillar of what it is to be a sci-fi movie. You will be compared to Star Wars. Star Wars will have influenced you, either by saying you want to be like it or not like it. I mean, you could say it's a classic and nothing more, and I just don't think that's true. The cultural reach of Star Wars is just too huge for me to take that opinion seriously. And that's all I'm basing it on. It's just too big. But like the previous generation to me is like Citizen Kane's the greatest movie of all time, and I'm like, it's fine. It's okay. And maybe that's, maybe that's the difference. My Wi-Fi crashed. Sorry for the delay. No problem. Sure. So instead of Ancestral, I think we'll jam Push here. All right. So we'll play around their Daze. And then we will savage them. Is this game 1 over again or game 2? Game 2. Who won? You did. My opponent is confused. Well, there you go. Neat. All right. So what does that command do? So what if I Merchant Scroll first, get Daze, and then play Recall? Yeah. It's an ominous foreshadowing of a ban timeout. Come at me, nerd. Wow. Unexpected. All right. Yeah, let's not say we did. Boing. Yeah, it looks like a mirror match, Roy. Force, force, force! Quality Magic the Gathering gameplay right here. All right, Roy, are we gonna do the thing? I think we're doing the thing. Are you ready? Are you ready to take them off all their lands? Oh, they're packing! Oh, man. Rats. All right, do they have the land to get the Goyf in play, though? Oh! No! Oh, they have their own Deathrite. All right. No, I mean, I know it's annoying against our Deathrite Shaman, but our Deathrite Shaman is annoying against their Deathrite Shaman. We're tighter on mana. Prove it? They can always deny us the mana. What mana that we need? Sure, sure. Right, but I've been wrecking their mana, right? So I don't, yeah. Now it's time for the Deathrite Shaman standoff. Attack. What? Send a message. No, you don't want to tap your Deathrite Shaman. In case they tap their Deathrite Shaman. It's Deathrite Shaman 101. You just both sit there staring each other in the uh-oh. Okay. Well, I mean... No. Damn it. Ah, they guessed right. I mean, we have a Deathrite. Oh, I should have used it. Oh well. Okay. Uh-oh. Well then. What if nobody has mana? They still have the Tarmogoyf in their hand, though. Which is definitely a little frightening right now. You know, when I said this was a mirror match, I didn't mean that it was like we each draw and play exactly the same cards at all times. Oh my god. Oh. Brutal. Opponent's just drawing nothing but five. Second Oko! Ah. I think I played this game right, but I cannot tell. Yeah, that's it. All right.
That's it. I'm dead.
I just have no idea where we lost that game. I just can't tell. Like, yeah. Well, we were 3-0 to start with, so we were fine there. That's crazy. All right, so I definitely like this deck. As with Legacy, I think the format is very difficult, and it's do you crack the chest or sell? I usually sell them. I mean, I could open one if we want me to. I usually sell them. Got a pretty good pile going. Yeah. Usually just sell them. Anyway, deck is sweet. Deck is awesome. Like this one a lot. Not 100% sold on the Hullbreacher Narset Leovold split, but we just we literally never really drew these cards all that much in any places where they were relevant. We played 3 matches against shops. Was there any play I made that could be improved? I was honestly saying Muldrotha at the end of that game that I just didn't know where I lost. I have no idea. Like, I think you just drew hotter, and I think that's what that matchup is mostly about. I don't think there was anywhere either of us made mistakes so much. We each made choices, and I would need a lot. This is my second match of or second league of this format ever, so I definitely can't comment on any sort of in-depth high level play of it. I like the list we were playing. Collector Ouphe is a wild card. I mean, we definitely seemed well hedged against the 3 shops lists that we played. So I guess that worked out. Yeah. Anywho, we're going to move on to this 4-color Xerox deck with Ren and Sax. So stick around for that one. This looks like what'll be my favorite deck of the night, and it will be our last deck of the night. So stick around, and we'll be back with that one. And if you're watching this in the future on the YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out some of the other videos, and see if I'm streaming live. I could be streaming right now.